I want to stop, but I don't want you to clap because I'm going to say something that you're not going to believe. Those aren't my top plays. Let me tell you why. Because, see, my top plays happened at practice when no one was looking. My top plays happened in Fort Myers, Florida, when none of you knew anything about me. My top plays happened when there was no camera there. See, those are the plays you just caught on camera. Those weren't my top plays because I practiced like I played, so when I played, it would be practice. Yeah, you were supposed to clap right there because that was straight.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Come on, get up to practice, please.
So there's somebody out there right now, the light ain't on you, but keep making plays. Nobody's talking about you, but keep making plays.
That's right.
I know your sales numbers aren't where your friend is, but keep making plays. I know.
Deion Primetime. Sanders is a name synonymous with athletic excellence, charisma, and an unwavering belief in himself. Whether you know him as a Hall of Fame cornerback, an electrifying kick returner, or even a flashy baseball outfielder, Deion Sanders was always destined for greatness. But few could have predicted that after his illustrious playing career, Sanders would find his second calling as a college football coach, leading a cultural shift in how the sport is perceived, particularly at historically black colleges and universities, HBCUs. His journey from a two-sport phenomenon to a transformative coach is nothing short of remarkable. The player. Prime time in action. Deion Sanders wasn't just a football player. He was an entertainer. Born in Fort Myers, Florida in 1967, Sanders' athletic talents were evident from a young age. In high school, he played football, basketball, and baseball, excelling in each. But it was on the gridiron that his star truly began to shine. At Florida State University, Sanders became one of the most dominant defensive backs in college football. His combination of blazing speed, sharp instincts, and swagger earned him the nickname Primetime. Sanders' prowess on the field was undeniable, and his personality off the field only added to his legend. He won the Jim Thorpe Award as the nation's top defensive back in 1988, setting the stage for an illustrious professional career. In the 1989 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons selected Sanders with the 5th overall pick. From the moment he entered the league, Sanders made an impact. On his very first punt return, he took it 68 yards to the house for a touchdown, and that was just the beginning. Over his 14-year career, Sanders played for several NFL teams, including the Falcons, San Francisco 49ers, Dallas Cowboys, Washington Redskins, and Baltimore Ravens. He won 2 Super Bowl titles, was named to 8 Pro Bowls, and was a 6-time first-team All-Pro selection. His ball hawking ability led him to 53 career interceptions, many of which he returned for touchdowns. But Sanders wasn't confined to the football field. He was also a Major League Baseball player, spending 9 seasons as an outfielder, notably with the New York Yankees, Atlanta Braves, and Cincinnati Reds. Sanders is still the only athlete to play in both a Super Bowl and a World Series. His dual sport feats added to the mythology surrounding him, solidifying his prime time persona. While his accomplishments as an athlete were legendary, it was Sanders' charisma, style, and confidence that truly set him apart. Whether it was arriving at the NFL Draft in a limousine or performing a dance after an interception, Sanders made it clear that he wasn't just playing the game, he was changing it. The transition from player to mentor. After retiring from professional sports, many wondered what was next for Deion Sanders. Known for his love of the spotlight, Sanders initially gravitated toward media, becoming an analyst for NFL Network and CBS Sports. His insight and magnetic personality made him a natural fit for television, and he continued to cultivate his primetime brand. However, it became increasingly clear that Sanders had a desire to give back. Having grown up in a tough environment, Sanders was passionate about helping young athletes navigate the complexities of life both on and off the field. He founded the Prime Prep Academy in 2012, a charter school with a focus on athletics. While the school eventually closed due to management issues, it was a sign of things to come. In 2020, Sanders made the announcement that shocked the college football world. He was becoming the head coach at Jackson State University, an HBCU with a rich history but little recent success on the national stage. It was a move that many were skeptical of. Could a man as larger than life as Deion Sanders transition into the world of coaching, where the spotlight is supposed to be on the players, not the coach? The coach, changing the game at Jackson State. From the moment Deion Sanders was announced as Jackson State's head coach, he made it clear that his mission was about more than just winning football games. Sanders saw his role as a coach as an opportunity to bring attention, respect, and resources to HBCUs, which have long been overlooked in the college football landscape. He referred to his arrival at Jackson State as a calling from God, signaling that this was not just a career move, but a mission. In his first season at Jackson State, Sanders made an immediate impact. He brought in top-tier recruits, including his own son, Deion Sanders, who would go on to become the team's starting quarterback. Sanders also used his influence to secure sponsorship deals and media coverage for the program, thrusting Jackson State into the national spotlight in a way it hadn't experienced in decades. On the field, Sanders' team dominated, quickly rising to the top of the Southwestern Athletic Conference, SWAC. In 2021, Jackson State posted its first 11-win season in school history and won the SWAC championship, earning a trip to the Celebration Bowl, the de facto national championship game for HBCUs. Under Sanders' leadership, the Tigers became a powerhouse, winning back-to-back SWAC titles in 2021 and 2022. But Sanders' influence extended far beyond the football field. He frequently spoke about the importance of developing young men as leaders, scholars, and role models. He invited celebrities, business leaders, and former NFL stars to speak to his players, emphasizing the importance of education, financial literacy, and community service. Sanders was building a culture, not just a football program. Off the field, Sanders' ability to leverage his star power to elevate Jackson State was unprecedented. He successfully lobbied for better facilities, higher salaries for assistants, and increased media coverage of HBCU football games. He also used his platform to call out the inequities between HBCUs and predominantly white institutions, PWIs, challenging college football's power structure to pay more attention to schools that have historically been marginalized, a legacy in the making. In 2023, Sanders accepted the head coaching job at the University of Colorado, a Power 5 program that had been struggling for years. The move was met with some criticism, with some accusing Sanders of abandoning his mission at Jackson State. However, Sanders made it clear that his goal was always to inspire change, and that his work at Jackson State had left the program in a better place than when he arrived. At Colorado, Sanders continued to make waves, overhauling the roster and coaching staff with his signature blend of swagger and substance. His message remained consistent. This was about more than football. It was about building young men, leaving a legacy, and bringing attention to the issues that matter. Deion Sanders' journey from player to coach is one of the most remarkable in sports history. As a player, he was prime time, the ultimate showman, a transcendent athlete who redefined what it meant to be a superstar. As a coach, he's become a mentor, a leader, and a trailblazer for change. He's still prime time, but in a different, deeper way, one that goes beyond touchdowns and highlight reels and speaks to the heart of what it means to leave a lasting impact. His legacy is far from complete, but one thing is clear: wherever Sanders goes, transformation follows. He remains, in every sense of the word, prime time.